What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Logan Paul in big trouble again, a huge stipulation match leaked for Bash in Berlin, Dominik Mysterio roasts Logan Paul on his own podcast, Dominik comments on Raw going uncensored, Vince McMahon's health is declining rapidly, the Lucha brothers deny WWE Rumor, a former WWE Divas champion wants a return, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Logan Paul in big trouble again. At top of today's news is a report that Logan Paul is named in a criminal complaint filed by Algerian boxer Imran Khalif. Variety is reporting that Khalif has filed a cyberbullying criminal complaint in France against X, not to be confused with the social media platform X, but the Sporting News explains what X constitutes. The Algerian boxer filed a lawsuit against X, which under French law means it was filed against unknown persons. That allows for the investigation of the authors of the social media posts at issue, including those who wrote messages under pseudonyms. The case alleges Imran Khalif was bullied online after she competed in the Olympics, with various individuals questioning whether she qualified as a female. While the Olympic Committee ruled that Imran qualified as a female, the International Boxing Association ruled Khalif did not meet the required necessary eligibility criteria and were found to have competitive advantages over other female competitors. But while this issue is too complex to detail in a short video, Khalif claims that she was cyberbullied and an investigation is pending. Consequently, this investigation could bring others into legal action, including Logan Paul, who initially claimed on X that Khalif is a man and therefore shouldn't box women. Paul withdrew that complaint, but he could still be subject to the investigation. We'll continue following the story. Next up, a huge stipulation match leaked for Bash in Berlin. But this week's Raw made it clear that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's SummerSlam match settled absolutely nothing, and the war is just getting started. And now rumor has it that the two superstars' next match will involve a painful stipulation. Wrestling Purist is reporting, according to multiple sources within WWE, CM Punk vs Drew McIntyre in a strap match is planned for Bash in Berlin. This makes sense after CM Punk whipped Drew McIntyre with a belt on this week's Raw. As a Punk-McIntyre feud continues to build momentum, there's no telling what stipulation it will take to settle this rabid rivalry. Rumor has it that the two may square off in a Hell in a Cell match at October's Bad Blood PLE, but can even one of WWE's most hellacious matches even settle things? Next up, Dominik Mysterio roasts Logan Paul on his own podcast. Logan Paul and the nation of Japan are a touchy subject, but that didn't stop Dominik Mysterio from pressing Paul on the issue. While nothing has been confirmed, rumor has it that Paul is persona non grata in Japan after he posted a controversial video about his trip to Japan, videos that were seen by some as highly disrespectful. Daddy Dom discussed many subjects during his appearance on Logan Paul's Impulsive show, including his recent trip to Japan during the WWE tour. During the chat, Dominik didn't hold back, asking Logan, who supposedly didn't participate in the tour due to prior obligations, whether Paul is shadow banned from Japan. Paul told Dominik that, yes, I can go to Japan. I've never said this before, but my rule was if I went back, I'd like to be invited back. I haven't got that invite yet. Mysterio said he'd be happy to pull some strings to get Paul back in Japan, but Paul also discussed who he thinks should ask him back. My best bet is the WWE. I'd be a real heel there. Do you think the WWE would even work to bring Logan Paul back to Japan, or is that a case of just asking for trouble? Next up, Dominik Mysterio reveals his wife's reactions to his romantic storylines. Dominik Mysterio is living the good life in kayfabe as he's been romantically paired with Rhea Ripley and now Liv Morgan. While Daddy Dom gets plenty of storyline love from the ladies, how does his real life wife feel about things? Dominik discussed how his wife treats his storylines love fest. We've been together since we were 14 and we're 27 now. She is honestly the best. I do what I do on TV, and last week when Rhea licked my face, the first text I got from her was, "There's a tarantula in our garage." She understands the difference from like when I'm on TV, I'm Dirty Dom, and I come home to her and I'm husband Dominik. Dom is lucky to have a partner who is understanding about how the business works. Mysterio went on to note how he separates his wrestling persona from who he really is. There's a huge difference as far as like when I come home too. So like I just want to rest, and she does a good job of separating work and real life and stuff. Next up, Dominik comments on Raw going uncensored. Our fans are expecting some wild changes when Raw moves to Netflix in January and is no longer subject to censors. However, Dominik Mysterio thinks that WWE needs to be careful with how it handles things it can't show on regular TV. He told Logan Paul, I'm sure people are going to expect things like sex celebration and tables on fire, but I feel like in order for that stuff to be special and meaningful, you can't have it all the time. It's got to come like an arcade out of nowhere. It's like you don't expect it, and then it's like, boom, titty. It'll be certainly interesting to see how things go when Raw moves to Netflix. Next up, Logan Paul reveals ambitious 2025 goals. Could 2025 be former US champion Logan Paul's biggest year yet in the WWE? WrestleTalk is reporting Logan Paul says he told Triple H that he wants to get active in WWE next year and be the workhorse. The Maverick has shown a willingness to go all in with every match and TV appearance, but can he make the jump from part-time performer to a more active one or even a full-time performer? This isn't the first time Paul has professed he's looking for more of an active schedule. You may recall Paul claiming that he had to work more dates after he won the US Championship, even going so far as to claim he'd appear on both Raw and SmackDown. That didn't pan out, and while the WWE was reportedly pleased with Paul's work as US Champion, his schedule remained that of a part-timer. Paul also talked up Dominik Mysterio's work, describing him as the star of the Judgment Day and suggesting he and Dirty Dom team up. A Mysterio-Paul team could be incredible not only in terms of heat they generate, but the quality of matches. However, are they more valuable as separate acts, or could they bring even more to the table as a unit? What do you guys think? Next up, Vince McMahon's health is declining rapidly. Now there's a disturbing rumor making the rounds concerning former WWE Kingpin Vince McMahon. McMahon, who exited the WWE in early 2024 after former WWE employee Janelle Grant filed a lawsuit against McMahon Laurinaitis in WWE, is also reportedly under federal investigation. But now a new rumor suggests that his health is declining rapidly. Now before we get to this story, we want to note that this report is secondhand and does come from a source that may have an anti-McMahon agenda. Nonetheless, we feel you're bound to hear the story, so we want to make sure you can evaluate it with all the available information. The website Pink Villa is reporting a recent report by Lee Cole, brother of former WWE employee Tom Cole, revealed that Linda McMahon, wife of Vince McMahon, has revealed that his health is constantly declining. Lee Cole dropped a video on his official YouTube channel in which he stated that Linda had told people close to her that Vince McMahon's health was not good. Now, if you're unaware of who Tom Cole is, he worked for the WWE as a ring boy and later came forward in accusing WWE employees of inappropriate relations with underage boys. This led to the 1992 ring boy scandal that caught national attention and led to Tom Cole reaching a settlement with WWE. Sadly, Tom Cole took his own life in 2021. Now, it's worth noting there are reasons to take this story with a healthy dose of skepticism, but first, Lee Cole may have an inherently anti-McMahon bias. More importantly, the story is hearsay. Even if Linda is telling people that Vince's health is deteriorating, this wouldn't be the first time Vince suffered health problems at the same time he was facing legal problems. You may recall Vince wearing a neck brace where he was tried by the federal government on the steroid distribution charges. We're not claiming anyone is spreading misinformation or lying, but it's important to take this story in context. Next up, AEW planning a stadium show in Australia. A major AEW news as the Sporting News has an exclusive report that AEW is planning a stadium show in Australia. It's understood plans for the company's maiden Australian show are well advanced, with sources confirming AEW power brokers have been scouting venues along Australia's east coast. This isn't the first stadium show AEW has held, as the promotion ran All In at Wembley Stadium last year and has another All In coming to Wembley on 25th August. The report mentioned possible sites for the Australian event: Sydney's Alliance Stadium, Melbourne's Marvel Stadium and Brisbane's Suncorp Stadium shape as potential landing spots for the historic show, with entertainment company TEG understood to be back in the event. Next up, the Lucha Brothers deny WWE rumor. Are the Lucha Brothers leaving AEW for WWE? Well, there are plenty of rumors concerning real-life brothers Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero's wrestling future, but nothing concrete. And now Penta is disputing the rumors that he and his brother are leaving AEW, but is Penta being straightforward, or is he hiding true intentions? While the current belief is that both brothers will be free to leave AEW at the end of 2024, their exact plans are unknown. Fightful Select reports that Penta told someone he'd spoken with WWE, supposedly telling the WWE he wouldn't start in NXT and that he wouldn't come in without his brother. Fightful added that its WWE sources claim neither provision was a problem. One of the unanswered questions is whether Penta's AEW deal has expired and whether AEW will add time he missed due to an injury on his contract. If he's still under contract, he shouldn't be negotiating with anyone about life after AEW, but as fans have seen, wrestlers and promotions seem to find a way around the law concerning contract tampering. Given all the rumors and possible implications of bad faith negotiations, it's no shocker to see that Penta took to social media to address the rumors. Please stop posting fake news. My present is AEW. Now, some fans believe that Penta's statement is just a way to keep things peaceful until he decides what's next. Next up, a former WWE Divas champion wants to return. Could the universe see the return of former Divas champion Kelly Kelly, aka Bobby Blank? During an exclusive interview with Wrestling News, Kelly discussed a return. "I definitely don't think I could do full time, especially with the twins, and then I talk about wanting one more baby, so I don't know, but I would definitely come back part time." Kelly said it's her dream to work on TV when her twins are old enough to watch her. She also discussed working for Triple H. "I love Triple H, we worked together, he was great to work with. I mean, I would love to come back and work for him, he's awesome." Would you guys like to see Kelly back in WWE? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, WWE files an interesting trademark. Last but not least, the WWE is always looking to lock down IP, as seen by a recent trademark application for the Wyatt Six. However, a new application raises questions about who or what it involves. Wrestling News is reporting WWE has filed for a new trademark. The company filed for Fatal Influence on August 13th. What do you guys think it's in relation to? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.